Okay, it is 6:10. This is my compost pile. You can see I've been digging out soil, and I'll show you what for in a second. But I realized I need to do a quick garden update because the farmer's market is, the market is tomorrow, and I'm going to clean this thing out because it's getting too hot. So I've been taking mad sprouts down for the chickens. They've been eating them. All the spinach is starting to seed, so I'm going to clear that out. It starts to lose its flavor when they get pointy like this, as opposed to being more roundish. But they still taste a lot better than what you buy in the grocery store. So I still have like 6 packs of spinach seeds from last year, but I'll take some of these too. You can see the mustard starting to bolt. It's still really hot though, so I'm going to sell that and then let it flower for the mustard seeds. This is a carrot. Oh yeah. And here's some curly leaf kale. There's some more over there. This stuff's really good. Here's that Nero kale, or Italian kale. Super hardy. This stuff can withstand the cold, like spinach, but it doesn't taste as good as the curly. My stinging nettle, so I'm going to start eating that. Anyways, I need to make room for the tomatoes and the carrots. The midsummer stuff. The beets. This is chard I planted, but it got too hot. So I'm going to have to pull those, feed the chickens, because I don't want them to interfere with the beets, because they will interbreed. Oh, and these peas are looking good. Hey, these are almost 6 foot tall. Shoot, yeah. Oh, and I do have an antenna up here, and it has ran through this side and grounds over in the back corner. Now, I can't tell if this is a difference or not. I mean, they both sides look good. And I did let the chickens in here last winter, and they grazed this place. And then I added some rakings from their coop. So it's just been fertilized. But, I don't know. I think it helps. I guess that's all that matters. All right, let's check out the other garden. Okay. Big old strawberry patch. Looks like there's some potatoes coming up. But I've come across hundreds of strawberries, so I've just been moving them out here, and I'm going to be the strawberry man. This greenhouse I haven't planted, and I've just started watering. But garlic chive patch, a bunch of cilantro, getting ready to seed for coriander, bib lettuce. Looks like it just got too hot in here. Got some oregano, onions, and those are black beans, and looks like the tomatillos. I didn't plant those just came back from last year. You can see there's remnants of the tomatillos. Here's that little one. And a sage and a horseradish. I got those two and these 2 oreganos from a house I'm working at, or just finished working at. Anyways, we'll see. I'm kind of just letting this one go. I'm too busy to do all these extra greenhouses. Ain't that right, Cloudy? Alright, back in a sec. Okay, you can see this original lovage plant is just massive, and it's spreading out. These guys just came up by themselves, just from birds dropping seeds, I guess. And I'm going to move these into the chicken coop, because chickens do not like lovage. And I transplanted that one. Here's some of the strawberries. I've been eating them, but they're still popping. Got a bunch of cilantro coming up in here. The chickens have gotten in and eaten all the spinach. But they left the cilantro, the radish leaves, the strawberries. For some reason, they don't even like red strawberries. And that's what I'm seeing so far. This is more strawberries. Rhubarb plant, which I've already trimmed 4 stalks from and sold. More strawberries. Here's my new little strawberry tower. This is a maple syrup tree. Also has a different name, but it's Manitoba maple. And it has a different name too. You can see mad strawberries. And got a burdock right there. So we're doing pretty good. It's been raining. This is like the second sunny day in 3-4 months. That Hunga Tonga. Alright, I got one more garden. Alright, here's my other ElectroCulture greenhouse. And I've actually stuck these antennas up everywhere. And it's interesting, this one might be working less for the millivolts because you have the trees up there creating an umbrella, like a little outer boundary to where the turbulence flows over. So, just, I don't know, keep that in mind. But this side's doing better. Threw a bunch of carrot seeds in there last year, and it looks like they didn't grow, but they're growing this year, but they're flowering. That's okay. Sorrel borage. This is all spinach, front and back. I also got 3 rows of peas in the back there to climb up those copper trellises. And this is all bib lettuce, and I actually got rid of all the other lettuce plants in here last year before they seeded, and only let the bib lettuce seed. So that's good. For me, I love bib lettuce. There's a bunch of cilantro coming up here, and this should be popping up everywhere. Kale from last year, which was really nice. Not only for seed stock, but this is some of the first stuff you can eat every year. Yeah, I just started watering this a little while ago. Got some arugula for seed. More strawberries, arugula, too hot. Fennel's popping right now. And in here, okay, here's my new strawberry patch I'm still working on. There's probably, you can probably see 4 or 5 strawberries on the top level, but that's probably 3 or 4 levels deep of just strawberries. So this, I went around this thing twice with 1 bucket of strawberries last time, so that's probably like 30, I don't know, 30 fucking strawberries. Anyhow, this guy's doing better, still having problems up here, but I'll figure it out. It probably just needs, there's probably not enough soil. When the roots get down to the original soil, they probably have, you know, shock from too much acid. Anyhow, but bees are doing good, bringing nitrogen, fertilizing it, trying to make it better. Garlic's doing all right there. These are doing good. Peas in here, these 2 are doing a lot better than these up here. And then the spinach down here, this is my second planting, but it's just getting way too hot. So, but it still tastes good. So I'm going to clean this up as well tomorrow. I got beets popping in the back, and there's also strawberries in there. Speaking of what, this guy looks really ripe. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That's good spinach too. Oh my god. Wow. So, if you don't know, this is what strawberries do. So if I have 100 strawberries planted right now, if I'm diligent, I could probably have 200-300 strawberry plants next year. Man, that was good. And considering all the flooding in Cali, where 80% of this nation's strawberries come from, there's going to be a massive shortage, and they're going to be expensive. So, there's one reason to keep an eye on the world, so you can maneuver yourself and get closer to the demand. Yeah, I think this is a wild spinach. I mean, a wild mustard. But I gotta pull it before the flowers turn to seeds. Oh, I wanted to point out, one of those antennas I strung all the way up here to the spinach. Now, all this bed was planted at the same time. These guys just got too hot and started to flower. But look at where it's grounded. This whole little area, there's like nothing coming up. And you can see it's lush everywhere. And then in this little circle, it's not so well. So, that makes me start to think something is wrong with the theory. I don't know. Any ideas, guys? Okay. Oh yeah. That's about it. Hope all is well with you. I've been growing food for years. Actually over a decade. take it in half maybe, making money off of it, and you still have to learn. Every new garden, every spot, every location has its ins and outs. Oh yeah, more peas popping. Sweet. I should probably plant some more for the fall. But I think I put 4 rows of peas in here. You can see spinach, cilantro, some sort of radish or brassica of some sorts, bunch of peas, carrot, alfalfa. Oh, here comes Shadow. Yep, here comes Cloudy. Anyone else? Okie dokie, kids, that's it for me. Hasta luego.